Hey everybody, this is Myra with Intuitive Readings by Myra with a love reading for the week of October the 29th, 2023. As always, these readings are general in nature, so if it doesn't apply to you, just take what does and leave what doesn't. If you would like to schedule an appointment with me, you can do that at intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. And let's get into it. Now, I'm going to do a little bit different approach. I'm using my friend's decks again, Evolving Goddess 444 on Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok. This time, I want to concentrate on what the men in your life is thinking. So we're going to tap in and see if we can see what the men in our lives are thinking. So let me shuffle up and see what the men in our lives are thinking. Maybe this will give you a little bit of inclination of what direction is you need to go in or what conversations you guys need to have. I really like this deck because it's been really accurate when I've used it with my clients. So let's see what we got. Let's do one more shuffle. And as you see, one card jumped out, so let's see what we got here. And I like these cards because they're literal. I mean, there's no guessing. It is what it is. What is shown is what is shown. So I think that's pretty cool. So as we get started, the very first card is stating the energy is she's just a little bit too nice. I think that this particular situation that I'm kind of tapping into is not the fact that you're too nice, but I think what it is you're not being your true self. And you're kind of watching everything that you say instead of just being authentic about how you're feeling and showing your strength. Be who you are. Don't just put on a mask because that's what you think that your partner wants to see, even if it's a new relationship. I think that it's important for us to be who we are from the very beginning, because after 6 months' time and you guys have been dealing with each other, you're not going to want to still be wearing a mask, so continue to be your true self. If they're for you, they're going to be for you regardless, and there's nothing that you have to do. There's no tricks that you have to play or anything. The relationship is going to unfold just how it's supposed to unfold. She sees right through me. She knows my insecurities and dreams and feeds both. This right here is telling me that the connection is real. You've been questioning, well, how does he feel about me? He's kind of quiet, he doesn't really express himself. Well, honey, this is letting you know that he appreciates you. A lot of times what we have to realize is with some men, they aren't going to be very vocal about their feelings. And I know that we get tired of playing that guessing game, but I really do feel like that if a man is feeling you, even if he's not saying it verbally, you'll be able to tell by his actions. So this person definitely is feeling you, definitely feels the way that you care for them, the way you take care of the little things, and they appreciate you too. So look more for the action and not so much the verbal. I know I like to hear it too. We all like to hear sometimes how the person feels about you, but pay attention to the actions, and I think that that's going to tell you a lot of things that you are looking for. She has me doing things I don't normally do. See, this goes along with that. And again, doing things, that's an action word, guys. So if he is going out of his norm as far as like bringing you flowers or any little thing, especially if he's a man that's kind of hard and always about his business and really don't show any emotion, appreciate the effort that he's showing. If it's buying you lunch or getting your nails done, or just heck, going to put gas in your car, little things like that. It doesn't always have to be a huge gesture, but I just encourage you to appreciate whatever it is your partner's showing you, and and just let it grow and let it be something organic that happens on its own. You don't want anybody doing something for you just because you're asking them to do it. You really want to see where that man stands. He will show you by doing what he wants to do in the time that he wants to do it in. I'm just trying to get her attention. Ladies, for some of you, there is a really nice man that's trying to get your attention. but you're ignoring him because he's not your normal. You're ignoring him because that's not who you're normally attracted to. But this right here is letting me know that you need to start being open. Every single time the person that comes into your life may not be exactly what you think he or she should look like, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't give them a chance. Now, I'm not saying if you're just completely not attracted to them, because we all know when we meet each other, physical attraction is the first thing because you haven't held a conversation or anything like that. But just be open, because I feel like that this guy is really, really a cool guy, sweet guy, and exactly what you need. And with all of the shenanigans and stuff that your ex put you through, I think that you need to be open to letting that nice guy show up for you and do the things that he wants to do for you so that you can see a different way. And I think that you're going to be surprised at the connection that you guys have. And see, this card right here just flows right with this card. Let's just take things slow and let them flow organically. It really is not as hard as we sometimes make it. You know, sometimes it really is just that black and white. And if there's a connection, just sit back and let things flow. Don't feel like that you got to have a timeline for anything. Don't feel like that, you know, your relationship got to be like your homegirl's relationship. No, every relationship is individual, and you need to just chill out and just trust the process and let things flow. A lot of times that's where we make our mistakes. We move too quickly. We start love bombing and all of that stuff, and then you end up in a mess. So just take a step back, stop overthinking, and just let things flow. The final card that the energy from the men are thinking and coming through, I wish you would let her past go. As hard as it is sometimes when we go through things, it is so important not to carry that over into your next relationship, because that person didn't do it, and it hinders you guys from having something fresh, from having something organic, from having something beautiful when you're always thinking about, well, my ex used to do this and my ex used to do that. And even if you're not vocally saying it, even if you're thinking it, your new partner can still pick up on the fact that you are living in your past. I know that we've all experienced hurt and pain, and I'm not saying that we just sweep it under the rug, but also too, I feel like when you meet somebody new, you need to make sure that you are giving them the opportunity to show you who they really are. Now, if you start seeing some characteristics of the person that you used to deal with or something like that, that's a completely different story. But give them time, you know, just flow with the situation. Give them time to see what it is. Don't think that just because they didn't call you or text you back quick enough that you're getting ready to go through the same thing that you went through with the last relationship. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope and pray that you have a wonderful upcoming week. Like and subscribe. And if you want to schedule an appointment with me, again, intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. Thank you. Be blessed.